Let's draw a cute squirrel in Procreate. You'll get a free drawing guide, brushes, and a color palette to follow along. I'll guide you step by step and share helpful tips and tricks, secret techniques, and Procreate features I use all the time. To follow along with me, you can download the free file and my 3 main brushes. My patrons get access to a more detailed guide, exclusive tutorials, and the full set of brushes. Let's create the first layer. Then pick this color and fill the background. Now create a new layer. Choose the next color and turn on Symmetry. Go to Canvas, enable the Drawing Guide, tap Edit Drawing Guide, choose Symmetry, and tap Done. Select Signature Graphite, adjust the brush size, and draw the outline of the head. Then use Autofill to fill the shape. For the eraser, I usually use Signature Graphite too. If you go a bit outside the line, just erase the extra part. We don't need symmetry anymore, so tap the layer and turn off Drawing Assist. As you can see, I've made the brush size much smaller. To remove the center line, simply disable the Drawing Guide toggle. Next, pick this color, and I'll show you how to use a clipping mask. Tap the layer, choose Clipping Mask, and everything you draw will stay within the main shape. To fill the shape, I usually make the brush size bigger. One of my favorite tricks is to draw a large shape first and then erase the extra parts. It makes the process much faster. Duplicate this layer, flip it horizontally, and move it to the right. Then merge both ears and create a new layer above them. Pick this color, reduce the brush size, then duplicate this layer and move it to the right. With Deformation, you can rotate, move, and also use Warp or Distort to change the shape. Create a new layer for the cheeks, choose this color, tap the layer and enable Drawing Assist. For cheeks, you can use Signature Graphite or Hazy Graphite. Hazy Graphite gives more texture. To draw the nose, pick this color first, make the shape, and adjust it with Deformation. Then create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, and use this color. For the mouth, create a new layer under the nose, take this color, draw a large shape, and then erase the extra. You can also use Deformation if needed. Make a new layer for the teeth, use this color, move the reference closer to make it easier to draw, then lock the reference layer. Draw the base shape and clean the edges with the eraser. Now let's draw the whiskers. Create a new layer, enable Drawing Assist, choose this color, and draw small circles. Make another layer, select Pastel Pencil, draw a line, and hold it for a moment so Procreate makes it perfectly straight. Then switch to Freeform, make the line thinner, reset the selection, switch to Warp, and curve the line. Now back to Freeform. Make the line a bit longer, rotate it slightly, and move it. Duplicate it, move it down, and rotate again. Repeat this one more time. It's really easy to adjust the lines using Distort. You can move them in any direction. Merge all 3 lines, duplicate the layer, flip it horizontally, and move it to the left. To edit a single line, select it with Freehand selection and apply any transform you need. Merge the layers and move on to the eyebrows. To make the layer darker, you can duplicate it once or several times. To quickly change color, go to the Value tab, adjust the settings, and fill the shape again. You can also tone it down by lowering the layer's opacity. Before drawing the eyes, let's add shadows on the face. Apply Drawing Assist to a new layer and add shadows under the eyes. Then turn off Drawing Assist and draw shadows around the mouth. To soften them, use the eraser. Switch to pastel pencil and draw the chin. Then create a new layer above the face shadows, apply Drawing Assist, choose this color, take Signature Graphite and draw the base shape of the eyes. Now create another layer, use this color, loosely draw a circle, hold for a moment, and choose Circle from the options on the top. Fill it, move it slightly, adjust proportions, and duplicate it. Pick the next color, fill the copy, make it smaller, and duplicate it again. Choose another color, fill the circle, and make it smaller. Duplicate the dark circle, lower saturation to 0 and raise brightness to 100. Fill it and make it smaller. Lower the layer's opacity and soften it with the eraser. Then slightly move the dark circle and apply clipping mask to all of them. After that, duplicate each circle, move the copies to the top, turn on snapping and magnetics, and move them to the left eye. You can skip this step if you want. I'll merge the layers and organize them to keep the layers panel tidy. I'll lower the opacity of the highlights, then create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, set brightness to 0, increase the size of the signature graphite and add a shadow. You can lower the shadow's opacity and use deformation if needed. Create a new layer, use this color, pick pastel pencil, apply Drawing Assist, and draw the eyelashes. If you want to make them darker, duplicate the layer once or more, then merge them. Now let's draw the arms. Start with the sleeves, take this color and draw the first sleeve. Create a new layer above it and draw the one on the right. Between the sleeves, make a new layer, use this color, and draw the knot. Fill the shape, create another layer, take this color, and draw the knot's cap. Now choose a darker color. I see we need to move some layers up. Just select them and drag them above the others. Create a new layer above the left arm, take this color, and draw the hands. Then create a new layer at the very bottom. Use yellow and draw the torso. To draw the dress, make a new layer above the torso layer. Take this color, draw the outline, then make the brush bigger and fill the shape. Above the dress, create a new layer, use this color, and draw the collar. Switch to the eraser and make small circles along the edge. Draw a bow tie above the collar, then create a new layer behind everything and start drawing the paws. To quickly adjust the color tone, you can use curves. It's really convenient and saves time on color settings. Next, create a layer at the bottom for the tail. Draw the outline first, then fill the shape. Let's start this scene. Take this color, switch to pastel pencil, and make the brush much larger for a soft, textured look. Create a new layer and apply clipping mask. To add variation to the ground, I use soft graphite and add small spots in different colors. You can also use an enlarged pastel pencil if you're using my main brushes. After that, create a new layer on top and start drawing the first row of plants. Signature graphite works great here. To add depth, use overlap. Let the elements slightly cover each other, but not too much. Here, take this color, choose pastel pencil, make it a bit darker, and add lines. You can quickly change the color like this, or use curves. For the second row of plants, I'll create a new layer and show you how to draw a mushroom. Draw the base shape. Make a new layer, apply a clipping mask, take this color, and draw the mushroom cap. If needed, you can use Deformation to adjust it. Then create another layer, take a darker color, switch to pastel pencil, and use the eraser to make the transition softer. The second mushroom is easier. Take this color, select Signature Graphite, draw the cap, then create a new layer under it and draw the stem. To draw plants with berries, pick this color, draw a small circle, duplicate it a few times, then make a new layer, use this color, take pastel pencil, and draw the plant with a leaf. To make the layer more solid, duplicate it several times and then merge. Now create a new layer at the very bottom, use this color, switch to Signature Graphite, draw the outline of the bush, and fill the shape. Then make a new layer, choose pastel pencil, make the color a bit more saturated and darker, and draw the lines. You can now lower the opacity of the layer. Let's draw the next plant. Take this color, use Signature Graphite, draw a petal, and apply Deformation if needed. Duplicate it, apply Distort, and duplicate again. Create a new layer, use a darker color, select pastel pencil, and draw the lines. Now we can add volume and shadows to our character. But first, let's add a pattern to the squirrel's dress using Signature Graphite. Create a new layer under the pattern. The clipping mask will apply automatically. Increase the brush size and add shadows. You can use the eraser to smooth out the shape and make the transition softer. Now with the clipping mask, add a shadow to the knot. Use this color, draw a soft shadow first, then make it a bit darker by pressing slightly harder. Create a new layer, apply a clipping mask, take pastel pencil, and draw the lines. On the knot's cap, first draw the pattern. Then lower the layer's opacity. Create another layer. The clipping mask will apply automatically. Again, use an enlarged Signature Graphite. Repeat the same steps for the hands. Draw lines with pastel pencil. Then switch to Signature Graphite and add shadows. Create a new layer above the sleeve. Apply a clipping mask. Take this color and add volume. Then create another layer and choose Gesture Pencil. This brush is also available to everyone. Add shadows on the collar, the bow tie, and the tail. To add shadows on the ears, apply a clipping mask to the lower ear layer, then draw the shadow on the upper ear layer. Now I'll show you a method that can replace a clipping mask. Create a new layer, select the layer below, tap on it, choose Select, go back to the new layer, choose a dark color, and add a shadow. We don't need the selection anymore, so remove it, apply a clipping mask to the new layer, and add another shadow on the top. Now let's add even more volume with highlights. Take yellow, lower the layer's opacity a lot, and softly add the highlights. If you like drawing cute characters, check out this tutorial where we draw an autumn cat with a snail. See you in the next tutorial!